Do you remember that feeling as a kid when you were on a treasure hunt? Or that excitement of searching around the house and the garden for hidden Easter eggs on an Easter egg hunt, hoping you'd find the biggest and best Easter egg? Well, that's exactly how I feel when you grow your own food, because when it's time to harvest potatoes, I feel like a kid on a treasure hunt all over again. You never really know what's hiding underneath the soil, and that just adds to the excitement. So today it's time to dig up our first potatoes of the year. So these are Sebago potatoes that I planted on the 23rd of April this year. They haven't really died back much, but they have been in here for 110 days, and I'm way too excited to go treasure hunting for potatoes today, so we're gonna do it anyway. All right, I'm just gonna start by pulling these out, seeing what comes up straight up. Ooh. Okay, we've got some good ones there already, so nice. Down there. It's a good start. So I planted 3 seed potatoes in here. These are the Sebago. It's a good size. These are the Sebago variety, and I just got organic potatoes from the markets. So 3's a good size for this plastic pot. There's nothing on that. So I'm going to tip this out and see if there's any down deep. This is the best thing about growing potatoes in containers, because you can just tip them out. And we have a ton of Asian jumping worms that I'm going to throw on the road, because I do not want these going in my garden. That looks like a seed potato, nice and squishy. There's another one there, good size one. So I planted these in April when it was still very warm. We've had a very warm winter this year, so I'm not expecting too much from these potatoes, because it just didn't cool down that much, and they prefer to grow in a cooler temperature. So it looks like that might be all we're going to get from this pot, which is a little disappointing, but they are decent sized, so I'm happy with that sizing. So from 3 seed potatoes we got 5. I've been succession planting potatoes every few weeks since April, so probably every 2 to 3 weeks I've been succession planting potatoes. So I think as we go on with the harvesting, I think we'll get a lot more potatoes as it got cooler. The ideal time to plant them is in June. Okay, so I think that's it for that one. So this is another pot of Sebagos planted on the same day, 23rd of April. So it's been about 108 days. These plants didn't get too big, so I'm not expecting much, but you always get surprised with potatoes. So I think that is the seed potato. Okay, so we've got a couple of small ones there. Another one there. Another 2, so at least we're getting a few more. They're just a bit smaller on this one. There's another 2 there. Alright, I'll tip it out. Ooh, there's a mushy seed potato and a crazy jumping worm. Oh, another seed potato there. Maybe that one wasn't a seed. Oh, yuck, so mushy. So What is it? These ones as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from that one. So that's not too bad. A bit better than the other basket. Okay, so this one is Nicola, the variety Nicola, planted on the same day. These have died back a little bit. Tiny one. And again, I got these ones from the organic farmers markets as seed potatoes. Okay, so there's one there, it's not too bad. Alright, I'll tip this out. I think they're deep down, hopefully. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Okay, so I got a few there. Not too bad. There. It's a good size one. Some small ones here. Baby one there. More worms that need to go. Look at it. Crazy, they're like snakes. That's a seed potato. I'm assuming it is. Oh, that one definitely is. It's squirted. Look at the seed potato. How gross is that? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and some babies. So that one's a lot better number-wise, and not too bad size-wise. Okay, so from 3 buckets, we planted 9 seed potatoes, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25 potatoes. They're not a bad size. Like, they're not tiny. So I'm pretty happy for the beginning harvest for the year, because it's never going to be huge at this time of year. Growing potatoes in the subtropics is quite difficult, and we've got a small window of 3 months that we can grow them and try and get big ones. So I think the next harvest that I do, the next 2 or 3, we should see bigger potatoes and hopefully more numbers, but I'm pretty happy with that for a start. So the next thing I want to harvest today is the ginger. It's been sitting in the pot waiting to be harvested for weeks now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'm going to harvest that, and I'm going to cut it up and dehydrate it to make into ginger powder. So let's see what the ginger harvest was for the year. Alright, I planted 3 small pieces in this pot back in October last year. That looks like there's a lot in here. I'll bring you in closer. A nice piece there. Ginger is always fun as well to harvest, because it's always so surprising how much it produces. Oh my goodness. There is heaps in here. Wow. Look at the roots on that. My goodness. It's like it started growing again. It's been so warm. And with the recent Four Corners documentary, which I highly recommend you watching, they did some testing of the food products at the supermarkets and how true the labels are. And apparently with turmeric powder from a well-known brand, it contained particles of, well, basically they were using a filler of rock, same color as turmeric, so it's not actually pure turmeric. So after seeing that, I'm definitely going to be planting some turmeric next month really, September and October, and I'm going to let that grow. That'll be ready around May, June next year, and then I'm going to dehydrate it and grind it into a powder. Look at that beautiful piece. So I'm glad that I grew ginger this year, because I'm going to do the same, because I do use ginger powder when I make banana bread. But yeah, definitely growing turmeric next year. Another nice piece. Some down, his roots down quite low, so I might need to tip this out and see if there's any at the bottom. It might just be the roots. I'm pretty happy with that amount, and I'll keep some to put back in to another pot next month to start growing some more. So I'm just going to quickly tip this out, see if there's any more. Okay, while I'm out here, I just need to harvest this broccoli, which is getting huge, and I don't want it to separate too much. That's a beauty. How good that one is. And I need to pick some strawberries. Beautiful. So thanks for coming along with me on my first potato harvest of the year. It was a pretty good harvest. I'm pretty happy with it. We didn't get any absolute rippers, but fingers crossed for the next couple of harvests that we'll get some rippers in those. Happy with that decent sized broccoli. If you watch my last video, you'll know why I say it like that. And got a good ginger haul there. I'm gonna go inside and prep that now, slice it up, put it in the dehydrator, so I will show you that later. And a couple little strawberries there to munch on this afternoon. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.